Hello everyone, it's me, Kat, and I am bringing you day 87 of being on my chocolate sugar addiction recovery journey. Today, I'm feeling much better. Definitely much better. The light at the end of the tunnel is coming nearer, and the positivity is rising, the motivation's rising, feeling back to normal. So yeah, I cannot complain. Been a very long day again for me. So I am tired, but that's okay. Like, it's amazing how it's actually also irritating, but it's amazing how you can get used to some things very quickly and some things just take you forever. So for example, I'm going on to on Monday, I'll be going on to my third week of waking up extra early every single morning, Monday to Sunday. And I'm already kind of used to it. My body has adapted so easily. I suppose because that's a physical thing. But when it comes to adapting to exercising every day or eating a certain way or something else that I think has a more mental component, it is so much harder to get into it and be comfortable with it and just do it. But I think it's also different for everyone. Some people struggle more with the physical side and easier with the mental side, and then people like me, it's easier on the physical side but less on the mental side. When I mean exercise, I know you're probably thinking, but exercise is a physical thing. And it's not the physical part that I struggle with, it's the mental part. And the mental part is doing it, actually doing it. But then I suppose if you also look at it, there is two different scenarios. Because if I don't wake up early and show up for class, I will there will be consequences, and those consequences come from an external source. So I could get fired or I could have money being deducted from my salary. But when it comes to exercise and eating right, the consequences take longer to present themselves, and they're given to me by me. So it's not like someone else shouting at you. I suppose you can look at it like that. So if if you're looking for a solution for that, it is then maybe a good idea to have an external party involved. That's why I think a lot of people like to go to the gym with a personal trainer, because if you don't show up, someone's going to be phoning you and you're going to be paying money and not getting anything from it. Or people that, for example, I know overseas you get those services where you have, let's say, no food in your fridge. You make sure there's nothing. And then you have a food service that brings you the healthy food every single week. But, or I suppose if you have a nutritionist or dietitian that you're supposed to send what you eat to every single day, I suppose that helps. But you can only really do it for the beginning because no one, I don't know about you, but it's quite an expensive endeavor. But yeah, I suppose that's the thing. But it has to also be someone you put in authority, because I know when I've asked, let's say, my boyfriend to help me with regards to overseeing my food or my exercise, he can say, oh, you're supposed to eat this, or oh, you're supposed to exercise. And I'll think, well, I don't want to. Like, I don't, I have, he's like too close to me, maybe. But if it was a stranger, I'd be like, oh, I don't want to be judged, oh, so I'll do it. I suppose that's an interesting concept. Maybe just like me holding the world accountable for my journey by presenting information to you every single day and not relapsing, that'll help. So I suppose if you think about it, when it comes to yourself, you don't mind disappointing yourself, but when it comes to someone else who you're paying or you put in a position of authority, you don't want to disappoint them. So if you were looking for a solution with regards to exercising or eating right, don't choose a friend or a loved one. Choose someone you're paying, person who is specialized in it, someone who you don't want to judge you, that can help. But unfortunately, we don't always have that option, and you've got to do the nitty gritty and try. So yes, I am doing the whole on Monday. I will start from day one again with regards to my consistency journey. But other than that, my sugar addiction journey is going very, very well. So I have cut out the things that trigger me. I do consume refined sugar in a manner of speaking with regards to raisins. There's some sugar in raisins. And also I had a Monster with sugar in it, but neither of those had led to any triggers or anything, so I'm pretty fine with that. But it's still something you've got to be very careful with, because you don't want to think, oh, let's say I don't want to think, oh, chocolate is my only trigger, so I can eat any other sugary thing except for chocolate. That doesn't make sense, because if I didn't do that before, why start doing that now? I don't eat hard candy or jelly beans, so I'm not going to now start consuming it because I can have it. That doesn't make sense. Why would you do that to yourself? And if you do that, then you've got to definitely stay away from everything. That's why this type of journey is really supposed to be tailor-made to every single person. And you've got to be honest with yourself. You really, really, really do. And it's hard to be honest with yourself. You can bullshit yourself so easily and make excuses. And, well, that's just life, and that's pretty normal. But if you want to grow and change and succeed, you've got to take that BS, throw it aside, tell the hard truth, and tackle it as it is. So that's okay. And yeah, things are getting better on my side. I mean, can you believe it? It's 87 days, and yeah, I'm over it now. Over it in the manner of speaking, like I don't really feel it's a journey. I've got other things that I must focus on, but that's just for me. I must say it's been quite easy. If I'm looking at how the whole journey has been, I've had harder times with other things, but then again, if you look back at my beginning videos, I think it was pretty hard. But the difference is my mindset was very ready. I was very, very ready. And a week before I started, I was not very ready, and then it was extremely hard. So it just goes to show your mental state and accepting it. Kind of like, when people say you can lead the horse to the river, but you can't make it drink it. And that's like with anything in life. And it is unfair, because you want to help sometimes people and they don't want your help, and either it's too late, or they die, or it's too late, or whatever, or you just care about them so much and you don't understand why they're doing this to themselves. But that's the thing. You can't help anyone unless you are ready to change, unless they are ready to change, unless they accept it. Mindset is so, so important. When I have the right mindset, motivation and discipline and routines and all those things become very, very easy. When my mindset about everything collapses, that's when I tend to collapse everything, regardless of how long I've been eating right or exercising. So mindset is extremely, extremely important. So I'm hoping that I can implement a good mindset on Monday, and I can start eating better, and I can exercise and so forth, because I do really think it's good to take care of your body. I haven't been drinking a lot of water, and I can feel I'm starting to wake up with headaches every morning. Besides that, that's the only thing I think I'm really noticing. So if I can give you a quick example, this week, instead of having 3 eggs for breakfast, a protein shake and fruit at lunch, and then for dinner, chicken and vegetables, what I've been doing now is I've been eating once a day, and that generally consists of air fried white potatoes, as well as a wrap with either chicken mayo or steak and cheese. So highly fatty foods, especially the mayonnaise. But I'm also taking vitamins, so I don't really feel like my body's suffering on that, because it's still getting energy. And I do take vitamins, so I'm still getting nutrients, but I'm not drinking water. Instead, I am only drinking diet Pepsi, and I can tell in the mornings when I'm waking up, I'm severely thirsty. And from a young age, I've always been very like, drink water, drink water. So it's been interesting to actually experience thirst. Only time I've experienced thirst is when you've had like a heavy night of drinking and the next morning you're chugging water. So it's weird to have not had any alcohol, wake up thirsty and chug water. So it's also interesting to see my body going, hey dude, I'm thirsty, give me water. So yeah, been a bit interesting. But in the long term, I don't think eating like that will be good for me. And I think in the long term, I will gain weight, I'll gain fat. So that is definitely a motivator behind that. If I gain weight from my reverse diet, that's okay, because it will be gaining weight from healthy things. But gaining weight from mayonnaise is really not a goal of mine. Anyways, and it's also besides the eating the vegetables and the chicken and stuff like that, it's also, I want to challenge myself with the whole consistency thing, guys. I want to challenge myself with saying, here's a plan, stick to it. I had the plan of refraining from chocolate, I'm sticking to it. I feel like it's gotten easier now. So now I need to challenge myself, give my brain a heavier weight to deal with, and that's the consistency. But I do also find that consistency is a hell of a lot harder because it impacts so many things. It's not just food, it's food, water, and exercise, especially when you're not sleeping a lot and your routine changes from day to day. But you know what? I know I can do it. I've shown myself I can take something that means a lot to me, being chocolate, and take it out of my life. So that means I can bring better things into my life. I'm looking forward to that. Well, I'm not, because it's hard, but I'm looking forward to reaping the benefits in the future. Okay, well, you can tell I feel better because I went from making like a minute video yesterday to a almost 12-minute video today. Yeah, cat's back. Oh, yeah. But anyways, everyone, have a lovely Saturday evening. I'll see you tomorrow for Sunday, day 88. Ooh, yes. Goodbye.